September 4th, 2013. I want to do this video because the one yesterday, there was so much confusion around it. I want to clear that up. Now, I've added a few notes on this one. One, that the dot that you see in the center, the black dot, is representative of ISON's nucleus. Now, it's not that large. I just put a dot there to give you an idea. It's 4.8 kilometers or 3.1 miles wide, the rock, the comet itself. Now, again, those are not my figures. They are from the astronomers that have measured it against the magnitude. That's what they're saying. That's all we have to go by right now. Now, the coma, or the cloud, this red glowing cloud around it, is much larger at 55,000 kilometers or 34,000 miles. Again, not my figures. These are from the astronomers. So that cloud, not the comet, is 4 times larger than Earth. And you see the figures at the bottom there, Earth's diameter at 1275 or 7,000. So, and if you think about Lovejoy, even as it approached the sun and got real close, it was huge. It was almost the size of the sun, it looked like, from the looking at it from SOHO in stereo, because of that electrical arcing that was involved. Now, even at the 4.8 kilometer size, a comet travels so much faster than an asteroid at 2 million miles a day. And so any fragmentation of it, or if it strikes Mars or the Earth or anything like that, the impact is completely different. And the way that they tell the difference between an asteroid and a comet impact is there's a chemical substance that's spread called iridium, and the lack of it indicates a high-speed comet. And they just this year are saying that they think that the Yucatan strike is a comet and not an asteroid. Now, up until 2013, earlier this year. Now, again, the nucleus is in the center of this comet, 3.1 miles. When they first saw it, it was estimated at about the size of Manhattan Island, the interior rock itself. Now, the comet is not that big, but again, when you're comparing it and you're looking at it in outer space, the Earth does not have that glow. You would not spot it on these telescopes at the distance it is, over 200 million miles. Now, again, with a rock that size, you say, well, it couldn't be that bad, but the rock that hit the Yucatan Peninsula, guys, was estimated to be from 5 to 10 kilometers. You see this indentation that is there? That is the outer ring of the comet strike. These are ridges and these hills of the Yucatan just west of Cancun that was caused by when the Earth was collapsed and pushed that way from that high-speed impact. Again, now they're saying this was a comet and not an asteroid. You can see it there. And it created magnetic anomalies. When a comet strike hits, guys, it compresses the Earth. And you can see in the red and yellow, when they found these magnetic anomalies, they could center the strike. You see it in the middle. And if you'll look up, say, Google the top 10 asteroids or the top 10 craters on Earth, this was small. There's one in Russia that has over 1 trillion carats of diamonds in the bottom of it where it hits so hard and compressed. And they've mined it out like a giant cone. I want to show you something else. This is an impact site. I'm going to show you more about it. Now, if you remember on the ISON video that I did called the Debris Trail 2, I talked about the Indians in South Carolina that 12,900 years ago had to bury themselves in the mud. When this comet came through, a comet came through and burned up everything. It said it killed the large animals. Now they have found in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey fragments of a comet that hit that exact same time, 12,900 years ago. It caused the ice age, that quick cooling period of that, or the small one, and it wiped out the mastodons. And remember, the mastodons were found with some of them still had flowers in their mouth where they were eating. It was frozen that fast. But what we're looking at in Quebec here is a crater impact of the Lake Manicouagan area. You can see it from the space shuttle, all the satellites. And that, they said before, the edges were wearing down on it. It was 100 kilometers wide, the crater impact. But again, this one is much older. They still have not determined all of the impact sites. I showed you again on the Debris Trail 2 video all through the Carolinas, the impact sites. But now they're identifying them in this area, and they have matched that data 12,900 years ago. But guys, it's a heads up on this. You guys be safe.